Good afternoon, folks. Happy Thursday, and it is time to draw some winners from our most excellent Aganorsa 5-pack frenzy that we had going on this week. No Abe today, but I did one better. I got our friend Terrence Riley here with us.
Who needs Abe when you have me?
Who even needs Abe when we have Terrence Riley?
Don't tell him I said that, by the way. He won't be able to hear this well.
Yeah, that's all right. He's busy. It's not even here. He's lucky I'm still here. What's going on?
I just run around like an idiot. Busy day, and
I like it.
But I saw the videos. I liked, I liked the intro you did this morning. You went with the good flexing. You pointed out Rob. That was nice.
Rob's a great guy, man.
A lot of good things there.
Rob's a great guy. He's got a great flex too. Rob's
good
flex.
He loves it too. We should have used him for the model instead of me. It would have been a more masculine arm. Looks a little anemic, the one we have.
That's all right. It's all right. Anemic guys have arms too.
Some of them.
So, before we get started, before we start giving stuff away, how was PCA?
PCA was good. It was hectic. Busy the whole time. We had our booth was in North Korea somewhere, so that kind of
was it.
Yeah. You took a right at Pyongyang or whatever it was, and you were right in our booth. But again, when you got a good product, people find a path to your door. And the first 3 days, if I had 5 seconds to breathe, that was a lot. And then the fourth day is always a couple of people here and there, but nothing much. But it was busy. It was good. More importantly, the reaction was good to the product, which is always the key.
So I hear the fourth day is coming to an end.
Yes.
You like that?
Yeah, I don't see any real need for the fourth day. There's usually a few accounts that we end up dealing with because there is a fourth day, but they're also making the first couple of days longer now. You don't need a fourth day.
No, I've never been to PCA, but I see it. Like fourth day pictures are always started they're kind of become ghost towns. People are packing up or packing out or they're gone already.
Yeah, plus in Vegas, we got to come in like 2 days before the show starts. So you're talking like 6 days in Vegas. I mean, that's like a month in normal time. I mean, it's a long time to be out there. I'm still unrecovered. My voice is still half shot, you know. And
that is like an annual thing for you. It seems like.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit better because now I know that I'm going to definitely lose it if I don't take care of it. So I'm getting, I go to bed earlier and a lot of honey and tea and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, even then, it's still by the end of it, all the talking and everything. It just it's so dry, it's so hot. So to get out of there one day sooner is fine with me.
No, I hear you. It's a long time in Vegas. Vegas time and regular time are two different things. 5, 6, 7 days in Vegas is a lot.
I spent a month there once 1 week.
Right, exactly. So for this 5-pack frenzy, you actually threw in something a little extra special. You gave everyone a all new, as far as I understand, not out yet, not released yet, right?
Coming soon. Coming next week.
Coming soon. Everyone who bought a 5-pack got a chance to get their hands on an Aganorsa Anniversario Connecticut.
Yes, and what a beautiful cigar it is. Part of the Anniversario line, which is one of our most successful lines, or ultra premium core line, and the Connecticut was just a huge hit at the show. We have the Validation Connecticut, and that's very successful for us. It's very different. One, the grade of wrapper is a little bit higher. It's in that it's a little bit of higher price point range, so you need to have that extra shine on that wrapper. But more importantly, it's totally different, and it's got more body, but it's smoother. So it doesn't have the spice that the Validation Connecticut has, but it has a lot more body to it. And I'm telling you, the two cigars we've had recently that, you knew how it is, Alex. Like, people come in, Alex, have our cigar. I mean, at this point, you've had so many cigars, it's hard to be impressed by anything other than the cigar because you've heard every story and every reason and blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, great. And you smoke the cigar and you like it or you don't. And with the Anniversario Connecticut and the Rare Leaf Maduro, almost universally, there's been like, oh my God, this is a great cigar. This is going to do so well. We love this cigar. The Anniversario Connecticut, it's basically purely been that. With the Rare Leaf Maduro, you get 9 people go, this is an amazing cigar, and 1 person goes, this is too strong for me, because it's something that's a little stronger than what we usually make. So
really,
the Maduro is not for everybody, but if you like a stronger cigar, then absolutely you're gonna love it.
But see, I like the Maduro because it's strong, but it's not a cigar with bite at all.
No, there's no bite. It's kind of dangerous in that. It's like, remember,
right.
That cuckoo juice in college where it was all fruit punch with the vodka. This is great, And then it was stronger. And so that is a little tricky about the Rare Leaf Maduro is that it's like a lion. They look lovable and then they maul you. Some are like a crocodile. Right. Crocodile is dangerous looking. I got to stay away from that. So the fact that it's not aggressive or harsh kind of masks its strength a little bit. And then as you're halfway through it, you start going, oh man, this has got some kick to it. And again, not everybody. I mean, it's not like, on the 11 chart or something like that out of 10.
No.
But it's definitely the strongest cigar that we make. And I've had several people, Dan LaBau actually was one of them where he smoked it and it was like, man, he's like, that's a little strong for me.
Yeah, for me, I usually gauge a cigar's strength by how late it keeps me up. Like if I smoke, if I smoke a cigar that's too strong at 9 p.m., I'll be up till 4 a.m. and I'm on my second podcast of Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, which is 4 hours. 4 hours of pop, yeah. You know what I mean? So that's how I gauge strength. It didn't do that. It's definitely got pop, but I liked it because again, it doesn't. You don't get that bite to it, so it can sneak up on you. But no, that was a very good cigar. And Abe actually, he must have saw my video on Tuesday, and he wound up bringing me one of the few Aganorsa Connecticut's Anniversarios that we had at the warehouse. And
that was nice.
It was nice of him. Once in a while, he does a good deed. But I'm a Connecticut guy, so that's right up my alley. So I'll be looking forward to having them in the store. So, with that being said, how much time do you have?
Throw it at me. What do we got? What are we doing? I don't know.
Well, I'm going to give some stuff away, but then I feel like we should have some one-on-one time and maybe talk about cheesesteaks. Maybe we should talk about cheesesteaks.
Is this with, after the show or between us?
No. This is
with everybody watching. Okay.
Everybody's watching. Everybody's
Okay.
watching. I'm not going to torment. Look. I don't doubt your cheesesteak eating acumen, if that's the word. It's your pictures that really don't do you any justice. But first, let's give some stuff away. So we'll get there. We'll get there. So we have 6 total prizes. 5 of you are going to win. And are these new? These JFR 4-packs?
Yeah, we just came out with these fresh packs. Yeah, so we got nice fresh packs. We got two Coros, a Maduro, and a Connecticut. JFR Super Toros. Delicious cigars. I love them.
Yes. Pigtails up.
Pigtails up, baby.
Pigtails up. And then a grand prize winner is going to actually get a full box of the new Rare Leaf Maduro, right?
That's true.
All right, so let me get the wheel up here.
Let's go.
I just want to forewarn you.
Yeah.
After the raffle, I know we're going to talk. William Cooper will probably now watch the entire show, knowing that we'll be talking about cheesesteak. He's in the comments.
Oh,
he's ready to go.
He can smell a cheesesteak comment a mile away.
So let me get the wheel up. All right, there we go.
Oh man, what a face!
What a face! What a beaut! All right,
she's a beaut, Clark.
First winner, JFR 4-pack, fresh pack, all new. Rod Grimes.
Rod.
Congratulations to the bro.
Congrats, Rod.
Congrats, Rod. Well done. All right, I'm going to write that down. All right, moving on. Another fresh pack. Here we go. David Walters.
Congratulations. I'm mesmerized by my face spinning around.
It's actually, yeah, I kind of dig it. It starts off slow and then it gets rolling. All right, another 5-pack. 4-pack. Sorry, folks. Jason Hawkins.
Jason Hawkins. Another great man.
Yes. I talked to Jason a lot. Congratulations, Jason. All right, here we go. Dan Grillo. Congratulations, Dan. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we have one more fresh pack to give away.
One more. Here we go, baby. Ooh, look at me. Oh, wow.
Look at you go, bro. Look at you.
It's like a washing machine. Right, dryer, I should say. Maybe you want
Preston Jones. Congratulations, Preston.
Congrats, sir. And now the grand prize.
And now the granny. A full box, Aganorsa. Is it Rare Leaf Reserve? Is that right?
Yeah, Rare Leaf Reserve Maduro.
Rare Leaf Reserve Maduro. Coming to somebody right now.
Oh, my God. Look at me go. Spinning like
Look at you go, bro. Only if your hair was flowing with it would be better. Ooh. Chad Moorman. Congratulations,
Mr.
Chad.
Moorman.
Congratulations to all the winners.
And that's that.
And now, this is what everybody's really here for. Let's talk cheesesteaks, right? Let's talk cheesesteaks.
If I had a nickel every time somebody said that to me.
All right, so listen. I want to know. First thing I want to know is, what is your normal order of a cheesesteak? Like, how do you order your cheesesteak?
I just want a Philly cheesesteak. That's what I say.
All right, but okay. That's it? It's Philly cheesesteak. All right, so, okay. All right. Let me rephrase. You're in Philadelphia. You know you can't get away with that in Philadelphia. You're in Philadelphia. How do you order a cheesesteak?
I don't get the whiz. I don't. There's
no whiz.
No whiz.
Okay, no whiz. Provolone, American? Are you the sharp guy?
No, provolone.
Provolone. Okay, I'm okay with provolone.
Yeah.
I'm okay with provolone.
Provolone.
Where have you had your best cheesesteak, Terrence?
So this is going to cause a wave here.
Okay.
A cheesesteak is a meat sandwich, which is very enjoyable and I like, but it's really not what I would, it's kind of like, since I'm not from Philly, I don't want people to think I'm coming down on the people. It's like Irish food. It's like, where's the best, potatoes and whatever, whatever we get, for St. Patrick's Day, off we go. Oh no.
Go ahead.
It's kind of not, it's fine. It's good. It's all basically more or less the same. Like or Cuban sandwiches. Yeah, they have the Tampa version or whatever it is. They're more or less all the same. There's some that are a little bit better than others, but it's not anything like life changing. And I've had Pat's. D'Alessandro's and Steve's and Gino's, and I've had them all over the years. And they're all very good. I enjoy them very much. But it's not like, oh my God, I could taste the massive difference between these things. And they're all good. They're all pretty good. They're a good meat sandwich. It's a meat sandwich. That's what it is.
I mean,
the connoisseurship that goes on where they're like, oh, and then that, and the problem is that wherever you post, and this isn't just me with my controversial pictures, which show cutting edge aesthetic taste, the more traditional looking photo of a cheesesteak from anyone posts it. What happens is the guy goes, the comments are all, oh, that place sucks. You got to go here. Oh, and that place is the worst. And then this place is the worst. It's a shame Coop isn't as discerning in his airport selfie photo trophies as he is in his cheesesteak photography. Anyway, again, like people just yell at this one's better than that one. They're all pretty good, whatever. And now I've at this point, because I was so traumatized by posting about cheesesteak and didn't realize the fierce emotions that people have about the topic. Now I kind of troll, which is true, which is
as
where
you should.
I post something that I clearly know is not a cheesesteak, at least by the traditional definition, and I'll post that, and then I'll let the tidal wave of vitriol pour out into the comments about that's not a cheesesteak and everything else. So now I'm trolling mostly, but if you're asking me honestly, I'm not a big believer that there's some sort of profound experience between the houses of cheesesteak.
All right. So look, to a degree, that's fair. I'll give you that to a degree. There's some nuances. There's some differences.
There's better ones or worse ones, but it's not like you're like, oh my God, like how could you eat it that way? Like they're all pretty good. Some are better than others. They're all pretty good. I think Pat's is probably my favorite, quite frankly. But like if somebody said that someone else was like, it's not like I was like, oh, how could you possibly eat there? Like that place sucks. Like they're all pretty good. And there's a whole bunch of other ones I've had, by the way, which I don't even think are famous in any way. And those are good too. It's a good meat sandwich. It's very tasty.
See, now I'm with you on Pat's. See, Pat's and Gino's gets a lot of shit. People call them tourist traps. That's my neighborhood. Pat's and Gino's is literally where I live. That is my neighborhood. That's where I lived in Philadelphia.
Oh wow.
And they get a lot of shit, Pat's and Gino's. And I don't know why they call them tourist traps, but those two places were the Mecca. That's where cheesesteaks were invented. You can't start a cheese. Yes, 100%.
Okay.
100%. No, you can't start a cheesesteak journey without Pat's and Gino's. So I'm with you there. All right. So you've had Pat. You prefer a chopped up steak or with the meat kind of
chopped up?
You like it chopped up?
Yeah, I prefer it. Again, I don't have a major preference, but I would say usually I get it chopped up.
Okay. So this all started, right? This all started at Steve's, right? Prince of Steaks.
Yeah, it started at Steve's. I'd never been to Steve's before, and it was a good cheesesteak. I admit the photo I took was not very good. Validating them Johns.
Terrence?
We got to validate Johns.
Can you say John?
John.
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 Not John. John is like, I got to hit the John.
John.
John. I mean, you're using it properly. And Joey specifically told me to bring this up, and I was going to bring it up.
We got to create a shirt that says that, by the way. Joey's a genius. That's a genius. I got to have that for
validating them, Johns.
Yeah.
I would wear that continually.
I apparently can't say it, but I can put it on a shirt.
Okay.
No, something. Okay.
All right. So you're at Steve's. Now, look, admittedly, Terrence, that picture looked like a mummy you pulled out of a sarcophagus or something. I mean, it was, but take us through.
I think Crow had a comment about that. I was just happy that I was having a nice cheesesteak. A customer from a store was like, "Hey, this place is really good. I'd never been to Steve's." I'm like, "Oh, great." So we go to Steve's. I get a cheesesteak, and I was just happy I was there eating a nice cheesesteak, which was very tasty. And I took a picture of it, which in retrospect did not fully highlight how tasty it was. It was not my best. It wasn't my best work, to be honest with you. I'll finally admit that it's not my finest hour in photography. But then after posting it, there was again that tidal wave of anger. There's like a very deep seated anger among the cheesesteak community. And I don't know if it has to do with cheesesteaks or they're taking out from other things. I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know the reason. But the level of anger about the post, one, there's two comments. One, that picture is disgusting. Oh, my God. And then two was that Steve sucks. That place isn't as good as whatever else place that they wanted to name. And so it kind of just went from there where I've had trauma from that experience. And the way of dealing with it is wherever I have the opportunity to post something that I feel could be called a cheesesteak, although not technical by definition, I do that. And then Coop gets upset basically every single time.
Coop gets upset.
It's like fishing with dynamite. It's great. You get every time. It doesn't make any difference how many times I do it. Every time he gets upset. So
does Coop grade you on outside of your strange like Virginia places? Like does he batter you on your Philly picks or?
I haven't even posted a Philly pick. I think since
you haven't.
that Steve one.
I don't blame you.
Or maybe I did one. I can't remember. But I'll never post a pic of an actual Philly cheesesteak again, ever, for as long as I live. It's too the pain of that experience is too much with me to really ever put myself out there again like that. So moving forward, it'll only be places that are not true cheesesteaks according to the zealots that you guys all have out there.
Well, the problem is this thing has taken on a life of its own. My understanding is that there are men with this annual event marked in their calendars.
There's a lot of sick people out there. I'll be honest. I mean, I can't explain it, but there's an annual day where they celebrate maybe mourn the day I posted the picture.
Commemorate, maybe.
Yeah, commemorate. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. Observe. Again, I'm just trying to go with the flow. Was I initially hurt and traumatized by the reaction? I was. It's true. But at this point, I'm getting revenge, especially because it just seems that it doesn't matter how many times I post something that's not truly a cheesesteak. They'll again, it's like chum in the water for Coop out there. You can't resist. He comes and bites every time.
Right. Dan, let me tell you, you can't go wrong, man. I'm a clutch burger. I don't live in Miami, but if I'm down there,
yeah, and you don't tell me. You never tell me.
Look, man, I'm not thinking, and then by the time I think to tell you, I'm like on my way there.
How can you accidentally end up at Clutch Burger? Like you live an hour away.
Yeah, I know, but usually I'm going to the Science Museum, or I met you down there. Our kids played football. They almost got hit by cars.
But I think you've been down like twice since. Where basically Possibly. I saw the post after you left or whatever.
Possibly, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Listen, there's no cheesesteaks there. I'm not going to order any cheesesteaks there. You don't have to worry. I'm not going to hurt your street cred.
But listen, I haven't had a burger. I haven't liked the Clutch Burger. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a great place.
And Big T's Wings.
Big T's Wings. Big T's Wings.
Were so popular that have jumped off the secret menu and now are there for everyday consumption.
I feel I need to share with the people. It can't just be the secret menu for those who know. We need to put it out there for everybody. Everybody should enjoy Big T's wings. I think that's right.
My family loves Big T's wings every time. Big T's
They have great
wings and
taste.
burgers.
Yeah,
Great taste. Great place. Clutch Burger. Check it out if you're in Miami. It's a plug for Steve.
yeah, that was very nice. Thanks, Steve.
But
Well,
I'm a believer. Steve knows I'm a believer, man. I'm there. It's where I'm heading.
Yeah. It's all, like, again, people are like, do you have a piece of the business? I'm like, no, I just go there all the time. In fact, after this, I'm gonna head over there. I'll give him your regards. He's got some event going on tonight. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't so far.
I know.
I think it's time.
Yeah, I think it's time. Maybe Abe. It could be Big Abe's wings up there. You could invest.
Something. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's time for Steve to to go for a second one.
Yeah. I'll talk to him.
He got Did he win the Miami Best Burger?
Yeah, he won Miami Best Burger, right? And the Wings won the Wings for Wishes tournament 2 years in a row. So out of 20 different wings, 20 or 25, I can't remember. He won the last 2 years. They're great stuff. It's great food.
It's great food. He's a great guy. It's great food.
They treat you good. They treat you like a gentleman or a lady.
Listen, he treated me awesome before the first time me and Danny Briggs went. Before you even texted him, he treated us good, and then he came out. So no, Steve's a great guy, man. Great place. So before we get out of here, on to higher intellect topics. You reading anything good lately?
What's higher than cheesesteak?
I mean, that's where you want to set the bar.
Plutarch's Lives. I'm reading Plutarch's Lives. I read that stuff in college, but I've been every year I try to read a couple books that I either read when I was like in college for what I studied, or something I didn't read that maybe I should have, or whatever. And so going through all Plutarch's Lives of famous Greeks and Romans, very, very informative. Great to read.
Interesting. Yeah, that's funny because I'm on the other side right now. I'm knee deep in the Persians right now.
Oh yeah,
Empire. So we're like neck and neck.
One man's Persian is another man's meat.
I have to do my earbuds tonight on a phone.
Not a lot of people are going to get that.
What it's a book, or what are you reading?
Yeah. So actually, it's an audio book I'm listening to. Let me see. It is called. I mean, it's a knee deep. So I was always a Greek guy, obviously named after Alexander. Alexander the Great's my guy. I was always a Greek guy, but Dan Carlin, man, his series on the Persians, King of Kings, just really and really looking at, especially with their interactions with the Greeks from the Persian perspective.
Yeah,
where it's not so clear that the Greek good guys and the Persian bad guys, like the movie 300 would have you believe.
No, movie really, 300 is ridiculous. I mean, like, there's almost
true.
I mean, I'm saying it's not an enjoyable movie, but it's like, historically speaking, not very accurate.
Yeah, Persians, Lloyd Llewellyn Jones, The Age of the Great Kings. That's what I'm into right now.
Yeah, I was doing a little bit more, but mostly actually kind of like I did a whole. I was doing some audio on after Alexander's conquest. Then you have the Parthian Empire. There's the various Macedonian kingdoms that fall apart eventually, and then there's the Parthian. Yes. And then that all kind of, and how those kind of cultures merge and everything like that. And so because of that, I kind of was reading a little bit more about the Persians. Yeah, there's no such thing as good guys and bad guys. That's a made up.
No. Yeah. The next place I want to go, there's not really a lot of audio books. I'm gonna have to find the physical books, but I want to dig into Bactria.
Yeah, so there's a podcast. I'll have to send it to you, but yeah, the Greeks in Bactria, and there's a few episodes and things on that, and it's like in the middle. No, you forget that they made it all the way out there.
Yeah, it's such a strange, weird, wild place, Bactria. So yeah. Which was what, like kind of like Afghanistan? Yeah.
It's like on the border around there. Yeah, I guess it's kind of. I have to look at a map of exactly where it would be today, but it's basically at the far reaches. It's like borders India. I mean, it's like,
right. Right.
Or within this river valley or whatever it was. But I guess it would be Pakistan. But anyway, but yeah, like there's a really good podcast I've been listening to, and it gets into a lot of like those kingdoms that kind of came up after Alexander that just were in the middle of nowhere, like that one.
That's all that was on there.
Hey guys, I'm Moxie.
Hey, guys.
Oh,
Hey, hi. Nobody cares.
Terrence, stop.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm starting to dig those far Middle Eastern places during that time. Very mysterious type places.
Yeah, and again, you forget that like so much of what you think of the Greek world is like basically Athens or something like that.
Right.
This whole world that and really that's the reason it lasts is because of that. Because of Alexander's conquest is that Greek becomes the language for that part of the world even after the Roman Empire and Constantinople and everything like that. And so there's more sources actually, even for I don't know about more, but there's just as important sources for like for ancient Rome it's all Greek. Like Plutarch is Greek, Polybius is Greek. There's a whole bunch, and it's all from the Greek world, and that's all from that conquest.
Actually, Carlin, who's beeping? You're beeping. Carlin did a great. It was a one-off on. I think it's actually on Hardcore History Addendum. I'll send it to you on Alexander's mother. She could be a movie.
Yeah, she was from the same. She's not like Greek. She was from the same. Pyrrhus. Like she was related to like Pyrrhus somehow. They were from.
Yeah, she was like so. Whereas like the Macedonians were like barbaric to like Athens Greek. Like they were like barbaric to the Macedonians.
Yeah, exactly. I forget the damn name of the Epirus, Epirus, Epirus. Yeah, it's the Northwest. It's like, but it's not in Greece. It's like it's part. I guess it's like part of the Greek world, but it's not. But it's
like I mean, look, even the Macedonians were kind of like as Germanic as they were Greek. If you really.
I guess the big difference is that they weren't like civilized in the sense of like lived in cities. They were like nomadic people. But I think technically, I mean, again, I don't know enough, but like I think technically they were Greek. I mean, ethnically they were Greek. There was no difference between them. Ethnically, it was more culturally that they were nomadic rather than built polises, as they like to say.
Chris, the raffle's over. We're just babbling. We're talking. You can
yeah.
That's
what do you want us to talk about? Cheesesteaks?
Yeah, you want to talk? We already talked about cheesesteaks. Okay, Terrence calls them meat sandwiches and says they're all the same, which was semi-true in a lot of cases. I'm not going to lie.
Not all the same, not meaningfully different.
That's fair. I mean, that's fair from an amateur. There's that's like saying all cigars are kind of I mean, there's nuances, bro. There's nuances. Onions or no onions?
Onions.
Are you an onion? Okay.
No.
All right.
Onions.
I'm an onion guy too.
It's like Cuban sandwiches down here. Like Cuban sandwiches there's a difference between good ones and not ones that aren't so good. But like the idea that you'd be like the only place you can get a Cuban sandwich is this place is like ridiculous to me. Like that's not.
But that's how I feel because I kind of agree with you. Cuban sandwich is either shit or it's good, and then the ones that are good are all good. But I feel like a Cuban in Miami will crucify me for that kind of statement.
No, I agree with you, quite frankly. I don't think I think that's made up stuff. I think you got to start blinding these people and doing, blind taste tests and things and seeing if they can really tell the difference. I'd be impressed to see one's ability to really separate the nuances of the different cheesesteaks without the visual aid.
That's a good point.
In fact, Will Cooper there's a challenge to Will Cooper. Will Cooper has to eat 4 cheesesteaks of his choice, but we're going to give them to him with blind, and he's not going to know what they are. And if he can guess them all, I'll make him a traditional cheesesteak.
So I think the biggest giveaway would probably be the bread. The breads are a big giveaway. A lot of, and truthfully, there's like 2 places that make all the bread for all the cheesesteak. You either have the Aganorsa roll, which is typical of Steve's and Pat's and Geno's, and then you have a Sarcone's roll, which is that harder roll, which is like the Angelo's type places. So outside of that,
I don't like the hard roll. I don't like the hard roll as much.
Really?
As much.
I don't mind a soft roll. Although
like
a Florida soul roll is a much different thing.
That's
It's
true.
got to at least be able to
Have some.
it's got to
Yeah.
keep the cheesesteak.
It's got to have some gravitas. Yeah. You don't want it falling apart. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I don't know. You got anything else?
Yeah, not really.
Listen,
Yeah.
this is what happens when I've done this a couple times. When Abe's not here, I just kind of ramble on, and then when we're done, we just
Yeah.
go.
No, just everyone out there, thanks for listening. Join Aganorsa Acolytes.
Join Aganorsa. I shared this in Aganorsa Acolytes. So
Yes, I
listen,
said.
join that. One
Join
problem,
Join Smoking Social. Check out our YouTube channels. We got some great videos. We've got a couple of me making cheesesteaks in them. That's not true, but check out our YouTube channel anyway.
Want to have a cheesesteak cook-off?
I don't know. I'd lose. I'm not good at that. I'm good at eating stuff. Can we have a cheesesteak eat-off, like where we eat them?
Maybe. Are you not much of a cook? I feel like you're a cooking type guy.
Yeah, a couple things.
You just go to Clutch Burger.
I just go to Clutch Burger. No, I mean, like a few things. I can cook a few things, but I don't enjoy it, quite frankly. I like sitting down and somebody putting a nice, delicious plate of food in front of me and me eating it, and that's what I like. That's the best part for me personally.
Chris, I'll give you a rundown. Okay, so the JFR Fresh Pack winners were Rod Grimes, Dan Walters, Jason Hawkins. I'm sorry, David Walters, Dan Grillo, and Preston Jones. The winner of the grand prize, the Rare Leaf Reserve Maduro box, was Chad Mormon. So there you go. For those of you that came late and were listening to Terrence and I babble about cheesesteaks and the ancient Persian, Achaemenid, and Greek world, there you go. Those were your winners. So, no, you want to get out of here?
Nah, I think it's good.
All right, I'm good.
I think we're good. I've said what I had to say.
Say we're done here. Peace.
Be good, brother.